Well, this is going to be interesting. So, my last video was on this light here, this bike light, and lucky for me, it still seems to be working. However, not in a particular, well, I would like to turn this off now. Yeah, that's probably not good. Anyway, I'll pop that open and pull out these batteries. So I still actually have to go through and fix this bike light properly, but it still works, which is nice. That's where this comes in. This was donated to the hackerspace by an individual. I don't exactly know what the space is going to do with this. However, it has a bit of a problem. And the whole reason for the bike light you'll see in a few moments. What I thought was interesting is how this and the other clamp that they provided was still in 100% condition, well, in its original box. If you notice a difference to my voice, I've got a mask on after the last time I did this, yeah. So what surprised me is that it came with its original manual. It has multimeter leads, well, looks like the originals, and also these clips, which I thought was nice. So the first thing I was curious about is whether or not we actually have a date of manufacture. 1991, okay, so this is an early 90s multimeter then. Not bad. What's nice is this actually takes 4 AA's and not a 9 volt, and I found out that apparently that's better if a multimeter takes 9 AA's versus a 9 volt battery. But anyway, I figure why not? So let's take a look at this thing, shall we? So for now I'll leave the multimeter leads aside and put that next to me. So here's the multimeter. Nice little stand. Blah blah blah. And that happened. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my cover and check the back of this, which it does have a bit of grime on it. So I'm going to clean this first. And like last time, I'm going to be using a few of these cotton buds. And I'll be using this. However, this time when I do the cleaning, I'm not going to just spray the vinegar on the inside, and like before, this is just your average vinegar. This isn't anything special, so the cheap home brand stuff. Also, if you're noticing an issue with the lighting, this is actually something like 7:30 at night. It's not a usual time I do a video because of the lighting issue I have, but you know, whatever. I may be able to improve this with a backlight that I've got to build, or a light board, but that's still some time off, unfortunately. Oh, and in case if you're wondering what the bottle I put down before is just some isopropylene I picked up from J-Car. Although, considering how much I go through that stuff, I should probably get a bigger bottle. But anyway. Another thing I'll need to grab, just a sec. Okay, I'm back. So, tissues. Now, me having asthma and hay fever, I have plenty of these around, but these are also useful when it comes to cleaning stuff up. So what I'll do is give this another quick once over with a fresh side of... Oh, that vinegar's leaking out. That's not good. So keep that separate. Spray it with some isopropylene. And then give it a wipe. There we go. So we got that taken care of. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I want to get this case off. So I'm going to remove these two fuses And before I put them back in, I'm going to give them a clean and also check them out, just to make sure that there's still connectivity and everything with them. Now the downside is this may not actually work. The only other video I could find, or the first video I came across when I did a YouTube search on this, once this sort of happened, the owner tried to clean it up, and it didn't actually work afterwards, which was disappointing. So I'm hoping that's going to be different here, because getting it working would be really nice. Alright, so you've got a standard screw down there. Fits. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Ooh, that's not good. So let's crack this open. And I'm feeling some resistance. There we go. Okay, so that's also going to need cleaning. So here's the inside. Oh, look at that. I'm not liking this trace here. So before I go any further, I'll probably have to get some more tissues. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that trace. Wow, that is really not good. I am not liking that. I suppose the only thing to do would be to wire it up. Rewire this. To test. Wow, this stuff just got everywhere. So what I'm going to do is hold this board upside down for the most part and try to make sure I don't get that junk in anywhere else. Ooh, nasty. Okay, a little bit more of this. Nice and good soak. There we go. Oh wow, that is really reacting. Actually stuff it, I might have to. I feel lucky I put this mask on now, because if I didn't, this could end up getting very ugly very quickly. Oh wow, that's a lot. So kids, this is the reason why you don't leave your batteries in your devices. Oof. So drive that right in there. Oh, that's still reacting, so there must be a serious amount left on that board. Come on, you sucker. There we go. I somehow got a feeling I might have bitten off more than I can chew with this, but at least I'm inside. So I can't see any screws down here, but I see two up here and two here, which looks like they just hold the LCD in place. So what I think I'll do is, once I get later on in this, is take that off, and there's a eaten away down here as well. Okay, let's see if I can clean up these contacts. Oh wow, this stuff's just getting everywhere. Yep, stuff it. Jeez, look at all that vinegar. Oh, I did also find the service manual for this on eBay, so I've been doing that a lot lately. I look for a product, or look at something, and it turns out it's on the service manual for it's on eBay. And then I realised I don't exactly have the money to just go out and blow and buy it. And then it's depressing. Anyway. Just my 2 cents. Oof. Man, that contact's really bad, that one there. So I don't know if you can see this, but that's what I've done so far. I mean, oof. So this isn't going to be a quick little video as I thought it would be. Oh well. At least I got plenty of isopropylene, a mask, and I probably should have put those goggles on. It's funny, you always forget something. Honestly, I think I might have to replace that terminal there. Man, this is going to need some serious rewiring. Yeah, I'd say I'm probably not going to get that very clean at the end of this. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'm going to grab an isopropylene wipe for that. Okay, so that seems to have gotten that out. And I haven't got that contact bare yet. That's disappointing. So first off, it doesn't look like this trace has been completely eaten away, but there is a bit of damage on it. I mean, hell, you'd want to run solder over that before you even tried to use it. Oh, well, the fuse looks like it's still okay. Why on earth is it all the way up here versus... Wow, design choices from the 90s. Huh, even down here there's degradation on these tracks around where the screw hole is. Wow. Okay, so I'll take this apart some more. Try to get into the nitty and gritty of it. Well, anyone wants to blame me for breaking this, they're more than welcome to, but hey, at least I'm trying to do it. Although I don't think anyone actually cared about this multimeter, so if I get it working, it'll be fun. The only problem is, where do you take this sort of thing to get calibrated? That's one thing I've never been able to figure out with multimeters, is where do you take them to get calibration? I suppose you can send away for it, but I'm sort of impatient when it comes to something like that. Not to mention, I don't trust the postal service all that much. While I do have to rely on them for a lot of things, I still, yeah, it's not something I want to have to rely on. But all things considered, thank God I'm not having to deal with the US Postal Service. Some of the stories I've heard from that have, yeah, no. Okay, so that's not coming all the way out. No, it wasn't holding down the LCD, but it was holding the LCD to... Oh, the corrosion, it even got down to... Ooh, that is nasty. So the back here looks like it's okay, so that's good. I will take this out again. And I will run my isopropylene through here a bit. Just to... Great, there goes the switch. So it looks like that's just to a buzzer. I suppose the other way to look at this, if I do break, if this doesn't work once I'm finished with it, it's pretty difficult to argue that I did something to break it. Okay. There goes those buttons, which is not good. And I'll probably scratch up the LCD if I keep going the way I am. So these contacts, these two center ones are probably going to need replacing. But man, at this point I wish I had some sandpaper. I wonder if that would work. Okay, so starters, Looks like I might have that clean enough to be able to give it a try. New isopropylene, white. One, two, and three. And I'll clean this up. Okay. Now I'll just try to put those back in properly. So you can sit like that, and I imagine the off position that would have been sitting in the center. And then we have 2 arrows and a circle. So if I remember correctly, this was hold. Alright, you go in last then. So hold, up, down, and auto. So auto's still in place, but so down, nope, you fit in there, you fit in there, you fit, sweet. Oh wow, this whole case is going to need a complete clean. I think I'm going to have to try to get that piezo out of there. So it should go to the far like that, and then close you up like so. There we go. That looks like that works. So let's try to clean this. Alright, let's get rid of some of this stuff already, just to clear up a little bit. Man, I really bit off more than I could chew with this, I think. Damn. Okay, that just went flying. Not good. Oof. Okay. Oop, don't want that to leak. Alright, let's try some batteries in this thing, shall we? See if I can get it to turn on. So let's first look at this fuse. So this fuse appears to be functioning. So I will reinstall you. In like that. So let's populate this with some batteries. So we've got 1, 2, 3, that is off, and we've got 4. Nah, that's not turning on. Okay, first let's get these tested. Should have probably done that before I... Oh, yay. Alright, so that's somewhat cleaner. Let's take this apart again. First, let's do the batteries. Oh, you guys won't be able to see that. Now you'll be able to see it. Okay, so those are in. Alright, that works. So let's go to volts. And let's begin with this one. 1.5. So you're good. 1.5, you're good. 1.5, you're good. And 1.5, you're good. Alright, so there's nothing wrong there. Let's put you into connectivity mode. between here and between here. So I put you into ohms. So what do we get when I measure between here and here? 4.4 ohms in between here and here. A little bit more, but that's okay. Yeah, that's probably a little bit more than what's useful. So, bit of a dilemma. How do we wire that up? Because I still want to test that to see if it is working. Oh wow, I'm going to have a lot to clean up after this. So positive, I'm guessing that's the negative terminal. So how are these batteries wound up? Man. Well, the connectivity between here and these two parts seems to still be okay. It's probably just these battery terminals. So I wonder if I can rig something up. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can grab a few bits of wire. Well, I'm back. Now, let's see whether or not I can jerry-rig this to get it to turn on. So if I close that up, and I put these batteries back in, should be long enough. Okay, so questionable connection is going to be between here and here. Actually, no, it's going to be more back here, so I take this battery out. So what if I hold you like that? Ooh! Turned on. Okay, so that works, but it's giving me an error, which I'm wondering if it's because of the fuse. Probably should have turned that off before. Oh. Oh. That doesn't look right. So turn off. Okay, so I'm going to trust that this connection works, but I'm not going to trust these two, so guess I can trust you, but I can't. Come on, get in there. No. Okay, so I should be able to stick this battery back in. Hopefully that will stay in place and provide connectivity. And then I need to link these two together. Hopefully that will stay in place. Huh. So 3 mega ohms. Oh, wait, it's got a stand on it, doesn't it? So I am noticing a little bit of discoloration in this, but see whether or not I can actually get it to function. Oh wow, it's detecting resistance, and that's probably not good. Because the screen looks like it's starting to... Oh no, it looks like it's just the angle. Okay. Let's try to rest it. Oh wow, these are the original. Ooh, zeroed out. Sweet. Okay, so diode. No diode detected. What happens when we put it on that? manual? Auto. We don't want it to hold data. Oh, we got a triple A here, sorry, we can test. So on my good multimeter, we have 1.49 volts. And on the jerry-rigged multimeter, volts DC, it zeroes out, which is nice. 1.491. Oh, looks like this still does work. Oh, yes. Which means it is potentially recoverable. I mean, wow. That's sweet. So, let's first begin by discussing what needs to be done to this stupid thing. Well, not stupid. First off, I need to fully disassemble it, and it's turned off, luckily. I'd have to take it out, remove this piezo, clean up and around here. Ooh. I probably want to go over this track here. Down here would be okay, hopefully. I mean, this you could just simply solder a wire from here, run it along through here and solder it onto there. Something that's about hopefully the same. Yeah, it looks like this should be fully recoverable. But I do need to desolder these tabs. I want to take out these three. I mean, this one here looks like it's okay. There doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it. But these three would need to be removed and then fixed. Although I'm a bit concerned because of how close it is to that LCD, and I haven't had luck when it's come to removing LCDs, so that's a bit of a concern for me right now. Oh well, look, they're keyed. That's good. I mean, this whole thing needs a clean, but oof. This is great. I might be able to get this fully working. Not today, though. Wow. That's, for me, it's just amazing knowing that I might be able to fix this and how to go about it. The other thing is, what's a bit depressing is if I pull this out, I'd have to break these connections here, which is a bit of a shame. But once I can get that out, I'd have to find some way of getting some compatible material to bend into the right shape for this to be able to replace with these terminals, or do a complete different kind of replacement. But wow, this yeah, it's a nice first step. Made a bit of a mess, but okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is put these 4 screws back in. Oop. That's not good. So there, done. And I'll put this back on like so. The lid back on. And I'm going to call that for now, but I'm going to give everything a good wipe over with some isopropylene and change my gloves because they are seriously discolored and I'm not very happy about that. Anyway, this is another poke around video, and hopefully later on I'll be able to do a complete restore on this thing and get it working again. But in the meantime, I need to clean all this crap up. Oh well, that was an interesting into. Whoa. See ya.